ego not just kill your startup but can also kill yourself. And that's what I am talking in this video, that how ego can kill your startup and even kill your personality, that thing which make you you. I start with the one thing. In this first part I talk about how ego can kill your startup. So I be start with for very own example what I am doing with the thing. In when I talking to real customer, they give me the negative feedback that this things doesn't work out for them, or this thing will not work out. And I think in my mind that it is going to be work well because I had built and they doesn't know anything and I know everything and every bit of information about it. And that's the worst thing, because they are the one who are my customer, they are the one who feel the problem by themselves and they are paying me to solve the problem, but I my own self building something that doesn't work for them and doesn't listening to them, that they are getting stuck at the place where I can help them. So it's totally the way your startup can end, because most startup ends there because they think they are building the right thing, but they never ever ask their customer. If they talk to customer, they take the feedback but never use that feedback, because taking a feedback is a one part. I take feedbacks from you that how I am creating the videos, but values I am giving, then how things I am giving in the form of values. But in feedback, what you give to me, what to improve and what not to, and just if I just listen to them or just I read it on it, it doesn't improve anything. It's completely, the feedback giving is completely worthless. So talking to your customer what actually they need by just natural neutral being, that you are not from your company side or from their company side, being as a neutral human to listen what they are saying. That's the biggest thing you learn, because I have done the in recent times, in just this month I have done the 6 to 7 or maybe 6 enterprise meeting with the top enterprises of my state. And what I learned is that listening to them what they are getting the problem on and solving that thing, building that feature, adding that part. So that's the thing. Don't listen to your mind what is telling that you should do this, they don't know anything, you are the market, you know everything, because this part is going to cost you more. I be honest, this is going to cost you more, because ego is this thing that you think you know everything. How this 18-year-old kid know anything? He had just built a startup with a bootstrap and just had 2 years in building it. So it's never about age. What I had personally learned, I am just telling in this channel about the thing. And in this thing I just telling about ego will cost you. If you don't listen to me now and you think just 18-year-old giving an advice who is just building a startup, yeah, now everybody builds a startup with no funding and that sort of stuff, so it is going to cost you more. Listen my friend, it's will going to cost you more, because you never know how much it can be cost, and when the realization happens, the time has gone, the time has gone and you can never get the time back. So you are going to building something, you are going to building something or some feature by yourself and trying to get some people to use to them, and you are like egoistic. You can't go to people to sell the things. You think why can I go to the people to sell the thing? If they want to buy, they will come to me. So that's the wrong thing. I'm telling the big wrong thing, because when I meet, I went first meeting. My first meeting was with a very well-known, established renewable energy company. I meet them, and I think because every one of the, like I talking to random stranger, every one of them named this heard of this company. So I think they are not just calling every time, and I hope to knew that they every single day they are making 100 cold calls to the people to buy their product, and which shocked me a lot, because this is the real thing. I'm not building any bluff script or speaking that. It's all real honest. The first meeting that I had with a company, renewable energy sector company, which well known and very established company, and they are doing 1,000 cold call to sell their product. That's that my mind just blown out. So they just put their ego on side, because how big their brand is become, but still they are every day cold calling people to use their product, to buy their product. That kind of thing you need in your mind, and it's only happen when you lose down your ego. How can you do it? Just by thinking on yourself that how, why, what the reason of the ego you have. That the ego you had, that like you know everything. Just get paper and a pen and write what you know, and write what you know people actually want, and just talk to your one customer. Just go talk to one customer, and if the things that written in that and the things that spoken by that person are different, and if not different, you are on the right path. But in 99% of the time, the thing you written on the with paper and pen, and the thing that's spoken by the real customer is totally different, because what you are thinking in your mind, people are thinking about this thing, that, but when actually you know, you are be amazed. So you had to do this thing. And when you had ego, like why should I, if when building a startup, you always need a guidance. Even I now also always need a guidance about how to just come up with a new thing, how to build up this new thing. Even asking people to help me, to my mentors, and to my family, to my and that's the part. And if you are having an ego, you are not going to ask anyone for help. That you should like, I can do anything, anything, and I will do everything. That's the wrong thing, my friend. Because if one person can do everything and anything, so why the companies had the people? You have to think like that, because people in the company, why you need them? Because if only the one person can do all the thing and everything all time, so how can it will be possible to have this much company having a lot of employees? So you have to think like that. So you can do anything, but you cannot do everything at once. So you need to get the help of people in some specific domains who are the very specialized one, and the help, when you ask someone for help, people are willing to help. Okay, before asking for help, you think no one is going to help, but after asking you help for someone, for something, you know that people are willing to help. You have to just ask, and you never become small when you ask for help, because strong person can ask for help and can help, because weak person cannot help. Only the strong one can help and ask for help. So you have to think yourself as a strong, not a weak. That to grounded your ego, you are the strong person who are helping someone about something that you know the specific thing in your domain, or you are asking from a mentor who had experience of 15 to 20 years in the specific domain, and you are going to in that field. That is going to change your life. It's a real thing, because it's not about what I am speaking about, writing a script, a fancy script to hook you, hook any people who is watching this, or even the many people doesn't care about what I'm speaking here. But it's all the real thing. When if you are building a startup, you face this problem, that having ego issues while building your startup. When the things go right on your favor, everything, you think like you know everything, and you only know everything. That's the problem. And which can kill your character and the most important your startup too. And that's the worst thing that happened to startups. They killed by themselves and killed by the creator of the startup, and that's the worst thing. So I request everyone by just joining my hand that grounding your ego is the most essential thing. You shouldn't don't be that egoistic guy when you have everything. If I'm like have everything and I be egoistic to other 18 years old who are not just great as me and doing the great stuff, or just time passing and just show offing them my life, that what I have achieved and what they don't, is the worst thing you can do. So be humble when you have everything, and be hardworking when you have nothing, but never have ego. Have a spirit that I can do everything. I can do everything, but I also know what it can be worth of. Like, just I know everything. I'm sorry. It's not about I know the everything. I can figure it out. Just if I had a problem, I just say to problem just two statement. It's like I know everything about it. So you are completely blank. You doesn't get the solution for the problem. You are saying like you know the everything, and that's the wrong part. And when I have problem, what I will think about it? Like I think like as I can figure it out. How we can work on it. I can figure it out. This can work and this can work. So I can figure it out instead of I know everything. It's both two different things. So you should know that the ego will cost you more. So you just be kind, be humble, and be always grounded to what you are building, and be the guy who can help people who they ask for, and be the guy who can ask for help when they need it. So that's all about it.